On September 20th, Hurricane Maria made landfall in Puerto Rico. 3 months later, the island is still recovering from the damage that was done to its power grid. The Puerto Rican government estimates that 70% of the infrastructure is back in service, but millions of people are still believed to be without electricity. In part 2 of our series, Puerto Rico Rises, Michael Anthony Adams talks to a man with an intimate knowledge of the island's ongoing power disaster.
Can you walk me through what Hurricane Maria was like for you personally, those first few hours and the aftermath?
I actually spent the hurricane with my wife on another apartment complex, and it was because, well, I live in a 15th floor and it's just too high. And Hurricane 5, I was actually afraid for her because she's pregnant.
This is Jorge Bracero. He works for the Puerto Rico Electric Power Authority and was one of the first people on the ground in the immediate aftermath of Hurricane Maria.
And working for the power company, you knew that there'd be a tough road ahead. What did the immediate aftermath look like for you?
It was worse than I imagined. It was worse than I could ever conceive. As soon as I saw the first light poles that were made from concrete, you know, that's supposed to withstand so much power, and they exploded. They weren't. Most of them weren't even toppled. They were just blown up from the middle in 2 sections of it. And as soon as I saw that, I'm like, this is not normal. What happened? And I just kept driving and driving, and everywhere I went is the same story. The poles were completely, utterly destroyed, and that just made it worse.
Not only was Bracero one of the first people to realize Maria's devastating effects on the island's power grid, he also had a firm understanding on what it'd mean for Puerto Rico in the long term.
We have approximately 800 transmission towers. We lost around 680.
Two-thirds?
A little bit more, yeah.
A little more than two-thirds of the towers destroyed.
Yeah.
What has that done to, getting power back online for the island? I mean, what?
It's been brutal. It's been brutal because, again, most people don't understand the magnitude of what happened.
To combat the misinformation, Bracero started a Facebook page publishing inside information from the power company about the reality of the situation. The power was coming back, slowly but surely.
I had already started my Facebook profile, basically giving that information to the public just to try to counteract what was being given.
Misinformation.
Yeah, it was just too much. I have to keep doing this because there's interest and people need to know. So until it just collapses on its own or the emergency has passed, I'll just keep doing it.
And that was Michael Anthony Adams reporting. Join us right here on ABC 10 on January 1st, starting at 6 p.m. We'll be airing a half-hour special, Puerto Rico Rises.